Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Today, I'm dressed like a lemon, which can mean only one thing. We are talking vitamin C serums. Now, I was doing a bit of a winter clean out of my skincare collection, and I realised maybe I have a problem. I had over 15 different vitamin C serums, some of which I absolutely loved, and some of which were complete fails, and I just needed to let go of. Now, vitamin C isn't one of those products and ingredients that you can actually hoard. It has a very short shelf life, so I thought time is to do a declutter and toss out the products that just aren't going to deliver anymore. Before I do that though, I thought let's rank each and every one of these vitamin C's, which will hopefully help you decide on the right one for your individual skincare routine. Sit back, relax, let's rank all my vitamin C serums. Now before we get into this video, I would love to know what your personal favourite is when it comes to vitamin C serums, so sound off in the comments section below. Whilst you're down there, if you enjoy this style of content and want to support me as a content creator, don't forget to gently press that like button. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform, so it's just an amazing way of making sure as many people as possible hear of our wonderful Mad About Skin family. Now I've got a lot of serums to rank in this video, so shall we just cut that waffle and delve straight on in? Now for today's video, we're separating into three different categories. We're going to have the lowest tier, which is just going to be dullness reigns. These are the vitamin C serums that I just don't think will deliver in your skincare routine, and I would personally avoid. We're then going to have the middle tier, which is going to be described as okay for some. These are situational. They might work really well for some budgets, some skin types, but they might work less well for others. Then finally, we're going to have the premier category, glowing to the gods. These are the vitamin C serums that will give you that radiance boost, that complexion enhancement that we all secretly crave and reach for this fantastic ingredient for. Now, let's kick things off with the dullness reigns category. Fortunately, there's only two products in this section that I want to call out. First up is the ordinary vitamin C 23% in silicone. They also do a similar strength in hyaluronic acid. Both of these are like a firm pass for me. They're just too strong. I've got a very resilient skin type, but even on my skin, I found I got prickling, irritation. It took quite a long time to subside. The one in silicone also doesn't layer well with other products. It balls up, it pills, and so it's just really not a nice user experience. I think when it comes to vitamin C's, you should be using them consistently in your skincare routine, but go for a lower concentration. That way you'll get the great results in the long term, but minimize the short-term side effects, such as that irritation. Sometimes I think we can actually end up with the opposite results to what we want, because the body's natural defense mechanism against inflammation and irritation is to produce more pigment. So you're going with something too high a strength, you might actually be triggering hyperpigmentation rather than resolving it, which is the reason a lot of people reach for vitamin C. So this is a firm pass, but don't worry, there's some other great products from The Ordinary that do rank higher up in this tier. The final one in this section is going to be this. This is the Face Theory Amyl C Whip 30. Now, I used to love this product. It's a wonderful SPF, moisturizer, and vitamin C all in one. It used to be an SPF 20, which, whilst it will work for some people, I usually go for a minimum of an SPF 30 or nothing, which is why I was really impressed when they reformulated this to just dial up the sun protection. However, with that reformulation, I find that you get less vitamin C in this than you did in the original one, which is a bit of a shame. It is a nice moisturizer, but I didn't notice any real results having used it consistently for a couple of months, and so I just don't think you're going to get the potency out of this than you will from some of the other serums. Also, whilst this gives you a good level of SPF UVB protection, it's actually got a lower level of UVA protection. These are the rays that age us, but they can also cause cellular damage down the line, so I personally wouldn't reach for this as like my one and only sunscreen. I think there's just better options, and for me, I'll be sticking with some of the other moisturizers that come higher up in this list. This was a bit of a pass, and it's a shame because I used to absolutely love this product. So let's crack through this list and talk about some of the okay for some vitamin C serums. Now these all delivered great results, but I want to caveat each and every one of them as I think they'll work better for some budgets and skin types than others. Kicking things off with this. This is the Allies of Skin 20% Vitamin C Brightening and Firming Serum. Now for me, this was like top tier, but it does come with a really high price point, which is why I'm going to say it's okay for some. This is going to depend on your budget. This has a stabilized form of vitamin C, so it's got a super long shelf life, which I personally appreciate. I love the way that this just delivers those instant results. I'd say this is one of the quickest acting vitamin C's you'll probably ever find, and I know from our Facebook group that a lot of you guys got the exact same results. You were a bit like, ugh, about the price point, but when the results came through, you're like, yeah, okay. Okay, this is good. And it really is. But again, I think asking people to pay upwards of £80 for a vitamin C serum is a reach, and so it's not going to work for everyone. I guess the good news with Allies of Skin is they currently have a buy one, get one free sale going at the moment, and I've left a link in the description box below for how you can access that. I've also left a code where you can get an additional 5% off. I don't, that's not going to change the world when it comes to the price of this product, but if you did want to get it, whilst it's buy one, get one free, I think now's the time to shop. And I absolutely love this, but it is going to very much depend on your budget when it comes to reaching for vitamin C's. For similar price related reasons, the Stratia C plus C serum is also going to go in the okay for some category. This is actually a beautifully well formulated product that has a pure form vitamin C and a vitamin C derivative, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. It's going to give you those enhanced results, but you shouldn't get too much increase in sensitivity either, so it'll work for almost all skin types. It's got some added antioxidants in here, so it's like a truly all-rounded hyperpigmentation fighting serum. This though does command a quite high price point here in the UK and the European Union. It's more accessible over in the States, so this might absolutely be in your budget, but I would definitely check out the price point wherever in the world you live before you commit to this one. I got great results. I love the fact that it's in an airtight pump that is super easy to use, and whilst the shelf life isn't quite as long as with the Allies of Skin one, it definitely took a long time for this to start to oxidize, so I feel like you don't feel like you have to rush through your vitamin C serum if you reach for the Stratia one. Now earlier I said I was disappointed with that Face Theory Amyl C Whip moisturizer, but there are two moisturizers that score higher than it in the okay for some category, and it's these two. This is the Boots Vitamin C Brightening Moisturizer. I love this. This is like £2.49. Let that price point sink in. It's like the exact opposite of the Allies of Skin price-wise, and you get some really good results from this. The reason I say that it's okay for some is it's not the highest potency of vitamin C, so you will take a little bit of time to see those results come through. But if you don't want to have a separate standalone vitamin C in your skincare routine, this I would definitely recommend. It's your moisturizer, it's your vitamin C in one. And a lot of fragranced moisturizers when it comes to vitamin C do smell like really artificially citrusy. Not this one. It's really bright, it's refreshing. That fragrance won't be for everyone, but you know what? I definitely think it's streets ahead of some of the more bougie and luxury vitamin C moisturizers. And for that price point, you can put this on at the end of your skincare routine, and over time, you will definitely be glowing to the gods. If you're in the European Union, you might want to switch to this product, which is the Garnier Bio Vitamin C Moisturizer. Again, lightly fragranced, but actually smells really pleasant and uplifting. And I'd say of all the Garnier Vitamin C range, this is probably the only one worth buying. They do a serum that actually has a lower percentage of vitamin C than this moisturizer, so I don't go anywhere near that. This is probably the best, and I think for the price point, I paid like €3 for this, so it's really accessible, really affordable. It's definitely on a par with the Boots one. So if you're in the UK, Ireland, Thailand, or anywhere else you can get to Boots, buy this one. If you're in the European Union or anywhere you can access Garnier, buy this one. Similar outcomes, and I think for people that don't want a separate vitamin C and moisturizer, either of these will do it all in one for you and help to streamline your routine. Just as a little side note before we move on to the glowing to the gods category, if you do pick up that Boots moisturizer, put a couple of these in your cart too. These are the vitamin C brightening hydrogel eye patches. They cost like 60p each. And whilst I don't think you get a load of luminosity and brightening from them, they do definitely help to snatch the under eye, reduce any puffiness and inflammation, and are some of the best eye patches I think I've ever found. So if you are in Boots in the market for that vitamin C moisturizer, put a couple of these in your basket. You will absolutely love them. Now, we've moved through from the dullness reigns into the okay for some, and now we're going to talk about the glowing to the gods category. It makes me really happy that I've tried far more holy grails than I have total fails, and I want to call out some of my favourites for you. So let's kickstart with this one. This is the Asda Brightening Radiance Boosting Serum. Now, this is scoring so high because it's £1.79, the cheapest of everything in today's collection, and it works really well. It smells so good. It's got a really high concentration of vitamin C, particularly when you think of the price point. It's also got some nice calming and soothing ingredients. The fragrance in here is quite strong. I personally like it, but if you're looking for fragrance free, skip this one. It's not going to work for you. But for everyone else, I think it can be a really nice journey into vitamin C. You might want to go for some of the more higher potency ones later down the line, but if you're new to the ingredient, maybe there's a teenager in your life that's suffering with acne scarring, hyperpigmentation, and wants something super affordable and reasonably priced, this one I think will deliver time and time again. I'm going to try and find the name for this in Walmart, because you can get it in the States in some stores, so it's really tricky to find, but it's in every single Asda store, and I've linked all the information in the description box below. But this will get you glowing to the gods at the cheapest of all the available vitamin Cs. Now, I think the vitamin C I probably use most frequently in my own skincare routine is this. This is the PSA Skin Light Up Mask. I love PSA Skin. In fact, it's like a you heard it here first moment. I think they're going to be the biggest and hottest skincare brand of 2023, and I captured my reasons why in a recent shorts video, which I'm going to leave a link to up there. I think their product, gorgeously packaged. You want to reach for them every single morning, but they're also innovative, a little bit different, and they focus on multi-active formulations, which I just don't think you can get at some other well-priced skincare brands. So this is one of my favorites from them. The Light Up Mask is totally unique. This is actually a wash-off vitamin C. So you cleanse the skin, you put a thin layer of this on, leave it on for 10 minutes, then you rinse it off. Your skin is instantly brighter, it's glowing to the gods, and it's nice and hydrated. You can then go on with the rest of your skincare routine, just knowing that you're going to have a guaranteed good skin day. I probably use this like 3-4 times a week. I tend to put it on my skin, drive to the gym, then rinse it off the second I get there, and that gives me that nice little glow up. It's really convenient. It's a nice way of getting a little bit of self-care in there as well with that mask. Sit back, relax while it's doing its work, and I just think this is a super option. Like the Allies of Skin one I just talked about, this is also buy one, get one free with the additional 5%, which I've linked in the description box below in case you want to buy it, and I'm definitely going to be stocking up with that buy one, get one, because whilst it's not the cheapest product, it's a fraction of the cost of the Allies of Skin one, and I think performs just as well. Now, I did roast the ordinary vitamin C in silicone earlier, but I promised that there were some better options coming, and this is one of my favourites. This is the ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha-arbutin 2% from the ordinary. It works really well, it's super affordable, and that 8% concentration will be compatible with almost all skin types. Even if you have quite sensitive skin, I think you could probably make this work. It's a really nice introduction to vitamin C for those of you that might be beginners with this ingredient, and because it combines the alpha-arbutin, which is also a powerful pigment corrector, you get results way beyond what you'd expect from an 8% vitamin C. I love this one, but the only thing I will caveat is make sure you keep it in the fridge, because if you don't, it should look like this, which is very heavily oxidized. That's a firm pass. A fresh bottle will appear as this clear colour, so just bear that in mind. I probably had this open 6 months and it oxidized, so if you do buy this one, keep it in the fridge. That'll just extend that lifespan that little bit further. If you're like me and totally lazy, I know you're probably not going to keep your vitamin C's in the fridge, just reach for this instead. The ethylated ascorbic acid, 15% from the ordinary. This, stabilised, so you don't need to worry about it going a funny colour and oxidising. This will last on your vanity for, well, I've had this one probably about 6 months and it's still fresh, there's no oxidation. So I would definitely say, if like me, you know you're not going to be sticking to all the vitamin C storage rules, buy this one, because that way you won't be wasting your money on oxidized product and you still get a really good performance. And whilst this is double the concentration of that one with ascorbic acid and alpha-arbutin combined, you get similar outcomes because this doesn't have the alpha-arbutin in it. But this is definitely like a lazy person's vitamin C. Works great if you know you're not going to store it right. Now, finally, I think I've saved the best till last, which is this, the Geek and Gorgeous C Glow Serum. So this is a really high potency, pure active vitamin C, which will give you really quick results. I'd say the results in terms of their speed are on a par with the Allies of Skin one that I called out earlier, but it comes at a fraction of the cost. I paid €14 for this, so I think this is about 12 or 13 pounds. So one of the cheapest in this list, and you get gorgeous results. It's also got antioxidants in here, so it's going to double down on the protective nature of the product and work beautifully alongside your sunscreen just to make sure your skin is protected all day long. This one will eat away at the acne scarring, hyperpigmentation, dark spots and discoloration, and doesn't break the bank, so what's not to love? The reason I think this is so special is it's made in batches every single week. So when you order it, when it arrives, it's going to be maximum 7 days old. It's not been sat on a dusty warehouse shelf, oxidizing before you've even got it, so you know that you're getting this in the most fresh batch possible. And this means you get a relatively long shelf life on it too. I find a bottle of this will probably last me like 4 months, which for an unstabilized active vitamin C is really good. It's a beautiful price point, and this is probably the one that I would recommend to everyone. But hopefully in this video you've seen there are quite a lot of good vitamin C options on the market. Whilst I wouldn't recommend doing what I do, which is buy lots of different ones and try them all out, because they have a relatively short lifespan and you don't want to be wasting product. Hopefully this has helped you choose the right ones for your skincare routine when I've talked about price point, skin type. And don't forget, we all have individual budgets and skin types, and you should always match the product you reach for to that. Wherever you are in the world, guys, I hope you found this video useful and it will help you to glow to the gods and get that luminosity boost we all crave. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.